morning, everybody. I'm moving kind of slow this morning. The weather's kind of gray, and I woke up aching already. It was supposed to rain last night and then this morning, and I think it did rain some last night because I can see water in the ditches, but nothing like it was supposed to. Maybe it'll rain this afternoon though, as gray as it is right now. I'm thinking that there might be some rain coming through. That was an interesting truck. But yep, we'll be bopping down the road. Today I have a staff meeting. And I finally finished entering data from last month, so I need to enter some from this month. Because it's already like the 5th or the 6th. And you know, I always say things like that, but really what I'm doing all day is waiting for emails and calls that I need to tend to. A what? 90% chance this afternoon? 90% this morning, but I still don't see none. Not yet. Hopefully you'll be able to get back home before anything starts. Because it's nice and gray. But not like thunder clouds kind of gray, at least not now. We were laughing, if I can try and get one of them by the side of the road, there were these big bags on the road. Big white. They looked to me like trash bags, so I was impressed that somebody had picked up all the trash. Well, lo and behold, Rose tells me that it's not trash, that all of those bags, is there one coming right here? Yeah, one right there. And then a couple of them right here. That these big bags that look like trash are actually parts to go to the power poles that are alongside the road. They're not at every power pole, but here and there that they're gonna change stuff on, and that's how they deliver the equipment, which I thought was awfully interesting. Yeah, here's another one. I don't know if I can make it bigger fast enough. But to me, they just look like trash bags. She says no, though. Let's see, who's here today? Explorer Vlog. Good morning. How are you? Jerry Beasley. Good morning. How are you? Chef Sketty. I haven't seen you in a very long time, Chef Sketty. How are you doing? Vince. Good morning, Vince. How are things way over there? Jason doesn't really play. Okay, Jackson doesn't really play. Okay, Jackson. You don't play video games? Little Fishy YouTube. Good morning, Little Fishy YouTube. How are you? How are things going in your corner of the world? I don't remember seeing you before. I'm glad you're doing well. Chef Sketty. I I am headed to work. Let me see if I can get some of these vehicles a little bit smaller. I like watching the vehicles and the traffic. I don't think everybody else, well, I'm sure some people don't find watching the traffic and the trucks and the vehicles relaxing, but I do. Especially since my daughter's doing the driving, so like I don't have to concentrate on that. Because if I was concentrating on that, I couldn't video and talk. Yeah, I guess some people multitask like that, but I'm not one of them. Road work. Moved down to this end of the road, yesterday, huh? So, I guess they're still figuring out the little bits that they need to do on top of everything that they've already done. But yeah, even though I have a staff meeting and entering this month's data on my to-do list, in reality, those are things that I do around waiting for phone calls and emails. There goes the grandbaby. From phone calls and emails from parents and professionals that, we're looking for information about disability and disability type issues. So what are y'all doing where y'all are? We got one of the grands to school today. Today is the last day of state testing. At least if you were there the entire week, today is the last day. They have some kids that'll be doing other stuff for the next week. But he should be done. So he's excited and we are excited. Less stress. Even though they say that they're trying not to stress the kids out, it still does. But like friends of mine said years ago, if you don't test, if you don't collect data, if you don't have any data, how do you know what happened or if you're reaching your goals? So, I guess that's what Louisiana is doing. Do what? Random loose squares? Oh, yeah. Right. Those random, blocks that they're cutting in there. Something else they had to go back and do that they obviously didn't get the first time or didn't know that they needed to get the first time, right? Because I don't think they're having fun having to go back and forth. Though I'm impressed they're out here while it's looking like the sky's gonna break open and rain on them. Let's see what else is going on. I was up early looking at the news. That seems to be what I do here lately. We're supposed to go to Baton Rouge tomorrow, so I should have some video from going to Baton Rouge tomorrow. Parts of it is real pretty countryside, and on the truck in front of us? Yeah, I don't see any. I don't see any on the truck either, do you?
But he clearly stopped right there.
Yeah, here. So, tomorrow we're going to the House Education Committee to talk about restraints and seclusion and cameras. Oh, there's one light on this side. Was there one on your side? But it was on the truck, not on the trailer.
The trailer's what you're supposed to see.
I know. Yeah, I see lights on both sides of the truck, but the trailer isn't hooked up or isn't hooked up correctly. Oh, and he's following someone. Alrighty then. School bus. Some kids still trying to get to school.
I don't think so.
Maybe the school bus is leaving from the school. Lots of school bus drivers have a second job, so maybe they're going to their second job. Maybe. It says there's 6 people in the chat, so assuming that YouTube numbers are working right, what are y'all doing? What's going on with y'all today? Or even how's the weather? Because you know I like weather. I'm wondering if the birds are going to be eating at my office. We put out bird feed yesterday, but I didn't see any birds yesterday. I don't know where they went. Let's see, 7 people in the chat and 4 thumbs. If you're in the chat and you haven't hit the thumb, please hit the thumb. I would appreciate it very much, and YouTube algorithm appreciates it too. But yeah, today doesn't have any big things going on, but tomorrow does. Well, and the next day, now that I think of it, I have a couple of workshops. And I just keep plowing away on YouTube. I keep plowing away at these lives, even though nobody really talks to me. I wish people would ask me questions or something. My mama used to say people are sitting around like a dead mackerel. Or like a dead fish. Well, she used to say mackerel. Looks like people are group texting while I'm on live. So maybe there's something going on with the stuff at the legislature tomorrow that I don't know about yet. I'll have to check it out when I get off. So maybe we won't go, especially if the weather's bad. You know what I mean, Rose? Yeah, I plan on going, but If the weather's real bad, bless you, little man. One of the grandkids is back there playing his game. He doesn't test, so he actually got the week off. He does like a portfolio type test. I don't know. YouTube has just seemed like it's rather slow to me just here lately. Not a whole lot going on. Not a whole lot of activity. But maybe that's because the weather is better and, it's warmer and more people are outside. Or maybe it's because everybody's holding their breath, waiting to see what happens next. I do not know. At our agency, we keep waiting to hear that we don't have any more funding and for everything to stop, or even parts of it to stop, but haven't heard any of it yet. Huh?
I said paranoid.
My daughter thinks I'm paranoid. She thinks that all of the stuff that I read on the news about
Websites that make no sense.
places closing down and people being laid off aren't real, and that I'm just paranoid. And I certainly hope she's right. I would rather be wrong. I would rather be thinking about it and preparing for it and be totally wrong. I don't think people realize that. I want to be prepared, but yeah. Well, y'all know what? We are getting up here to the little strip mall where the Books A Million is. So we are close to my work. I need to get off the phone or get off the live and get myself together for work today and talk to my daughter and a minute or two. And I appreciate y'all being here. I know you could have been any place of 100 at least other places this morning, and you decided to spend a piece of your morning with me. I appreciate it, you guys. Bye.